What was that, Bacon? You literally cut out.
I said, "Oh shit! Look in general."
Oh, I see it. I see. Gosh darn it.
Yeah, that's the one time I'm actually gonna use that emote.
I'll join.
Damn.
We're all just ganging up right on. Oh my gosh.
When you
Kicking his ass.
when you see me using that emote, that means you just gone too far.
Do it faster.
I need my little buddy.
Alright,
Damn. Do it faster, fucker.
Dick blasted.
Yeah, wow, GBR was coaching his dad. Man, GPR was coaching his dad to deliver the payload.
Dick blasted. Bacon keeps disappearing into the void.
I laugh so hard that I just vanish.
Pretty much. Put Alex in the Taco Bell fryer. Oh yeah, we're recording right now, so.
Mother's recording.
Well, I mean, that doesn't surprise me considering how Taco Bell is compiled. I cannot speak.
Where's the Cali dog sound ass?
Yeah, I cannot speak today.
Damn.
Must be all the pizza we got today at work.
Nice.
Damn.
I can't believe that pizza makes you dumber.
I guess so.
Well, according to Alex Jones, good enough chili can make you forget your kids.
Your life is a joke. Here's the punchline.
I love that. Your life is a joke.
Are you ready to start?
Pretty much, yeah. No, I've had the stuff up for the last couple hours, so it's like, yeah. So we're technically prepped up this time. So I've already notified Greyshot. Whether he appears or not is up to him. But
Greyshot is dead.
Greyshot died. Now I'm here. Anyway, so he contracted ligma, which is a rather unfortunate set of circumstances.
Who's Greyshot?
Ligma balls.
Balls.
There's the thing, Greyshot pretended to die. He's actually just peddling cocaine in the Bahamas.
That makes sense too. And he's streaming it for those people while also streaming with his brother. So
He's trying to establish an Applebee's in the Bahamas.
We didn't ask why he died. We asked why he's called Gay Shot.
Because you call him that.
I mean, that's simple.
Okay, GBR, he's the one who posted fan art of him and another gentleman that looks like Kaiju X cuddling naked together, and he expected all of us to agree with him and call it tasteful, yet we all laughed at him instead.
Alex, you asked why he's called Gay Shot. You just answered your own question.
Pretty much.
He's called Gay Shot because he needed money for college. Bum. Okay, never mind.
That joke died faster than a stillborn.
Oh man.
I was making a joke about porn, and you just go, child.
Oh my gosh, this is starting off great already. Anyway.
Can we start? Okay, start now. We need to talk about this awful match.
I wouldn't be surprised if GPR is a stillborn.
Oh gosh, great. Is this where this is going? Alright. Eddie.
Does that mean GVR is the ghost of a stillborn? Or is he still a stillborn?
No, he's like GMK. Like, he haunts us, but he inhabits a giant lizard.
Oh, okay. So he's a scaly.
Gosh darn
So I'm gonna make you a stillborn with a hammer and a time machine.
Oh, good grief.
Oh.
But yeah, I agree with GVR. Let's get the show on the road.
Get the show on the road, yes, absolutely.
Let's fucking go.
Joe, did you read any match today?
Well, not today.
Did you read any of the matches we're going to talk about today?
No.
Then why are you here?
Because he's my brother, and I want him to be here.
Yeah.
I like being included.
I mean, yeah.
So don't you have a Transformers to watch?
Transformers?
Yeah, over there. Look, go over there. As I take out a gun. Look at the Transformers, Joe.
You say.
Oh, is that Megatron?
I was about to say. You say as you point Megatron at him.
Yeah.
Man, that's
Hey,
a
Joe, look, that's
that a-
not the Transformers reference. What I say before dropping a nuclear bomb out of a jet.
But again, it's the only thing that'll make him turn for a long time is a run amok and run about figure.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness. But yeah. Anyway. Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of the Kaiju War Chronicles Committee. Holy crap, I actually had to catch myself on that one.
Were you about to say committee
Yes!
reads? Speaking of committee reads, when are we doing it? Answer it now, live on air, Kaiju. I can answer it.
I thought he was gonna say.
When are we?
I thought he was gonna say War Chronicles.
Gosh, not
Alright, for the committee reads, we're
Well,
reading Kaiju.
now Alex is gonna die.
We're up to movie.
not dignifying that. Anyway, and I am your host, Kaiju X, and with me today I have Fat Baking Unicorn, Ganyu, GMK, GVR, Joe Mama, and Robert Logia. Logia. It's Logia to me.
Which is Alex.
Alex,
Alex.
yes.
No, he's not a Grand Caesar's character.
And today we'll be going over. We're gonna jump right into it after dawdling around for 20 minutes. I don't know. We're going right into the first match of the session, match 341, Gamera Heisei versus Hedera, round 2. Written by Alex Williams and banner by Angela Riza. I'm gonna need a moment to compile my thoughts on this one, but we'll start from the top. Bacon, how'd you think of it?
It's good when it's not the movie. I like the original stuff in it. Everything with Gamera is really cool. The characterization of the Heisei characters and the weathering of a few characters is well done. I like a lot of the action. I really liked Gamera and I really liked Asagi. But when the match is just the movie, it's just kind of a big wall of text to read. Or it should have derailed a bit more, like when fucking Hodaka is being like tracked down. They're like, oh, you're a runaway, dude. You have bigger things to worry about. I'm sorry, you people like Hedora and Gamera. You have bigger things to worry about than some runaway. So I'm like half and half on this because there's clearly a lot of passion and a lot of stuff put into this, and the opening was really good. And then, but when it's literally just the movie, it makes the match's quality go down. That's about as much as I have to say.
Alright. Ganyu is currently typing their thoughts, so GVR, what'd you think of it?
I pretty much find myself agreeing with Bacon. It's partially probably not helped by the fact that I watched the movie the night before this match went up. So yeah, when it was just repeating the movie, it was hard to get through. I ended up sort of like skimming through big chunks of it. Just because, like, again, this match is great when it is original stuff. Alex is a great writer. But this match clings too closely to the rails of the movie for my taste. And does not break away from it enough. I can't really say anything that Bacon didn't already say. Yeah. I did not care much for this match. Just because, yeah, there is great stuff here, but it's buried beneath rehashing a very great movie, but just, yeah. I'm making myself clear here.
I gotcha.
Oh, yeah, I get you.
Yeah. Okay,
Joe
that's all I really have to say.
didn't read it, as he told us himself, so...
Joe, just watch Weathering with You, and then occasionally put on footage from Gamera, Guardian of the Universe, and Godzilla vs. Hedorah.
We'll make a specialized compilation just to make sure you're caught up to speed, man.
Okay, thanks. Can I say the banner is amazing?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the banner. Really good. Glad we were able to get...
Yes.
Was it Angela Rizza? Okay, glad we were able to get her for that, because it looks excellent.
Right. Angela Rizza, for those who don't know, is the artist who did she was part of the Criterion Godzilla collection set, and she did the artwork for Mothra vs. Godzilla. So, if you recognize that, it's the same artist as here, so, hey, awesome. It also really worked because Alex had a very specific, I guess, layout for this particular match, and was like, okay, how will, obviously Greyshot doesn't accept anime characters in the banner, so how do you amend for that? It's like, oh yeah, make it a drawing. So I was able to get into contact with Rizza and basically just be like, oh yeah, friggin', yeah.
Yeah, because KWC rules when it comes to a art banner, it still remains the same of, like, it has to be someone who officially worked on a Godzilla
product is the big one. I think there has been a leniency with that rule to where it could just be anyone who's contributed to Toho Kingdom. So it's like, it's sort of anywhere in there.
We haven't gotten to that yet.
Right.
We haven't gotten anything like that yet. But that is a possibility.
I'm just bringing that up now. So it's like, hey, in the event someone who works for, like, in the event someone who's contributed or was commissioned for artwork for Toho Kingdom, they are completely viable to make a KWC banner. So that way we have more room to play with, and we don't have to, which makes sense to me.
I mean, I'm sure we'll probably just keep commissioning C-Guns and EJC regardless.
I think I have a couple of there are a couple others I actually want to get more involved here. So, and
I mean, I don't say that to be like disparaging. I just mean, like, those are the two artists we have, like, on speed dial, basically.
Yeah, those ones we have on pure speed dial at any time of the day. So it's like, hell yeah.
Rest in peace, Matt Frank banner. That will never happen.
The man is too busy.
There's that.
Yeah.
Timmy damn. You'll need to pay him like $1,000 for him to even consider it.
Yeah, that too. Well, yeah, because he's made it big. So, like, to commission him requires a lot of money. It's like Dope Pope. Like, hey, we need a model from you. Okay, I need $800. Like, we're not made of money.
That's why you have to make it yourself.
Kaiju access.
I apparently am, according to Alex, but to each their own.
Oh, yeah. We see you by the baggage shrine.
That'll happen one of these years. Anyway. Alright.
Oh right.
If they release, they release like a $500 Bagan figure, Kaiju would buy it immediately.
Oh, he can't buy it yet because he just bought the pecan figure.
The one that goes wee. Anyway. All right, so Joe at least said his piece concerning the banner, and yeah, I'll start off with that too because this banner looks absolutely gorgeous and beautiful. My goodness, this looks super good, and you can see the blank version at like the bottom, which yeah, I know. My gosh, it's fantastic. Yeah, no, this is just really, really, really freaking good, and just Master Chef from Angela Rizza, amazing job from her. Just my gosh, yeah, no, this she had a couple of inputs just concerning the nature of the thing, and thankfully, you know, it turned out a lot better for it. So, thank goodness. But freaking, yeah, the match itself. It's my sentiments are similar to what everyone else has already said. Like, you know, when the stuff focuses on the original elements, like Gamera's story, like the like Asagi and Mayumi stuff leading up to meeting the characters, there's a lot of good stuff here, but at the same time, like it's all like, yeah, we definitely, like, after this match, we definitely have a certain rule of thumb when it comes to doing something like this. But needless to say, there's a lot of stuff I like and a lot of stuff that, like, the biggest derailment is the fact that it doesn't derail enough. Like, so much of it's beat for beat when I felt like you probably could have, like, worked around it or trimmed it. I didn't necessarily mind, like, replacing characters for other characters or what have you. But it also doesn't, I don't know, I feel like it doesn't quite hit in the same way as, like, I don't know, like the movie does. Like, the movie is like hit. But then when you say add extra stuff to that without any real major changes, it just feels somewhat bloated. But the stuff that, at the very least, it's not a, thank gosh, it's not a copy of the friggin' novelization for those concerned. Which, that would have been a huge issue if that had been the case, but it's not. And apparently, according to Grayshot, who had to look into that, was like, apparently the novelization gets to the point faster than this match does.
Well, yeah, because I looked into it a bit. What Grayshot was referring to is a light novel.
Light novel.
Which are called light novels because they're light. They're quick.
But friggin', yeah, no, it's like, I think this, like, yeah, there are definitely some elements where it's just like, I think Bacon had pointed out, it's like, yeah, I know, you think there are bigger things to deal with than a runaway boy when you have two giant monsters fighting. And it's like, yeah, no, I think those could have been opportunities to take the material in a different direction. What would have been better, in my opinion, had this served as a follow-up to Weathering with You, as opposed to a remake of Weathering with You. I think that would have worked a lot better, and just, it's that way. Because to me, I think one of the big downsides of something of this nature is that you read it even without seeing the movie and be like, oh, that was great. But then I think you kind of somewhat maybe take away the experience from the movie, because then what will be the point of seeing the movie if you get this and a little more? And likewise, if you've watched the movie and then you go into this, you realize, oh, these are just recreated scenes from the movie, I'll just skip them. So ultimately, you get something that kind of hits the middle in the wrong way, that feels like, just come here for the original material and just sort of skip everything else. It's almost like what GVR said about, like, watch the movie and then splice in footage from Guardian of the Universe and versus Hedorah in there. And it's like, yeah, and it's unfortunate because it's like, there's still, like, good elements, good stuff in there. Like, one of my favorite bits that did actually got me choking up a bit was Gamera's story arc. I love his arc. That was presented fantastically. Like, I can't stress that enough. the monsters, Gamera in particular, are just fantastic in this.
I did forget to bring this up. I think the biggest I think like the total summation of my issues with this match is at the end, where it's just the climax of Weathering with You, but Gamera's over there on the side, like, hey, what's going on over there? And like that just is a microcosm of the whole match, where it's just like, it's just Weathering with You, but Gamera's there.
Right.
And not interrupting
it at all. You replace some of the characters, but that's sort of the feeling that it's like they're just replacements. It's like you almost, aside from some of the lead up into those parts, like some of the parts you could have been like, you just like.
Well, I liked was it Asagi being the social service,
that was
like
good.
social worker. That was good. Like her brief conversation with, I forgot the name, the dude.
Oh yeah, friggin' I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like after the scene where like he's trying to get his daughter back from his grandmother. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know, like the brief conversation they have after that is super good because
something like that. So, but even then, it's just like it's the parts that are great are still great. And if you have not seen Weathering with You, I'm sure the people who have read this, even though it's like really heavy on the human stuff, probably still really enjoyed it. Like, there's no denying the fact that like the people who are not familiar with the material probably really enjoyed the match, and I think in some ways rightfully so. It's still well written, it's still done with a certain care, but it also just sort of like structurally more derailing should have been done to make it different. So that way there would actually be incentive to go back to the original and be like, oh, okay, what's it, how similar is it? But this, I think, rides too similarly to the original to where it's almost like you either read this or you watch that, in my opinion. Or if you do watch the movie, you just read this for the original material and skip over everything else, which is somewhat of which is somewhat undercutting itself if the mission is to expose this movie to other people. But that's also just me. It is like it is somewhat mixed, but it's like by technical qualifications, it didn't do anything wrong. It just made a couple of mistakes, in my mind. But by technicality, it didn't do anything wrong, so thus was eligible. It was just something we hadn't quite encountered before, and for additional information, we're not going to be like, if you're going to make a match that's based on something, please don't do a step-by-step recreation, please. The only thing I could see getting a pass is possibly Ava, just because that's sort of the semi-deal with that. But that aside, if you're going to base it on something, derail it, please.
Well, with Ava, you can... Yeah, if you're going to do like a movie, but there's something else going on, matters. Derail the movie. Yeah, like you're allowed to do like a what if of a movie where like there's a monster that wasn't there before, or, is there? Just like they need to have an impact on the events of the movie.
In that world, like, basic character arc of this character is now changed because of monsters or whatever. Because I actually may have one in mind, though that probably won't be for some time. And plus I would have to rewatch the movie again just to understand the characters and capture the tone, because it's been a while. So that's sort of like how I kind of feel about this match now. I had a lot more excitement and praise for it when it first came out, but reflecting on it, thinking back on it, it's still like, there are definitely elements to this that are detriments to its mission, but it's still a really good match, like, by itself in complete isolation. Yeah, no, but the fact that people like me do have the additional context of this, and this, like, you know, it is somewhat brought down by the fact that we have seen the movie. Like, I'm sure if GVR didn't see the movie nor had planned to, I feel like it may have been more positive, possibly. Yeah.
Yeah, probably. But there are
I
also
would
a few
imagine.
scenes
So.
where the dialogue just like
Yeah.
sort of blends into a wall. Like, yeah, like the park scene. Because the park scene, I could not get through it because it was just like there was new stuff, but it was just a wall of dialogue with like nothing to really shift it up.
This is officially our longest KWC.
It just became mind-numbing.
And literally a novel, so props to that one, I suppose. But yeah. Anyway, Alex, how would you like to defend yourself? Anyway, just you know. There he is.
I know. I feel weird like talking about the match like this because it's like the author's right there.
I know.
I wouldn't say I'm defending. Fuck, I appreciate you guys being upfront and not lying, which is something I always respect. And let me say, it's kind of weird trying to say my again. When you say mission, that wasn't part of the mission for me. And when I say this, I do not want anyone to change their thoughts.
Oh, jeez.
And, oh my god, I'm gonna sound like a fucking asshole saying this. Please, no, I am not. This... You're right, you don't understand art.
Damn, I'm a plebeian, I don't care.
This was kind of something done for myself. Again, it's... Let's say this was more therapeutic for myself. Again, I'm not going to go into detail except for a few friends. A lot of, let's say, Gamera stuff was kind of based on me. And again, the reason why I did the movie is I loved it, and it kind of helped change me. Like,
yeah.
Again, there's kind of a reason why I really do not like depressing movies. Because I kind of already live that. And again, as joking as that is, it's like...
You're alright, man. You're alright.
Yeah, again, sorry if I'm not coming up with the right words. It's like...
No, yeah, I think I get what you mean.
It's... And again, yeah, I get there's probably things I could have done, but it's like... But everything I did, I kind of planned from the beginning. Like, Hador, I get it, like, Hador being defeated, that early, and Hador not being a big part, that was always intentional. Like, again, and again, when I say this is for me, this was, I guess, kind of to help settle some things with myself in general.
Yeah.
And...
Yeah.
And again, I'm not telling you guys to change your opinions. Your feelings are your feelings.
You still sucks. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Wouldn't have it any other way. And again, if the comments we got for 318, that would have bummed me out. This one is like, okay, if you liked it, great. If you didn't, great. If you thought it was middle of the road, great. That wasn't the point. The point was
and that ultimately sort of like
I kind of had to deal with
in this match.
Again, settle some things for myself.
Yeah.
Yeah. like, yeah, defeating the door wasn't what his purpose was, and that's kind of like with me in life. You think one thing's your purpose, but it wasn't it. It's something you don't expect, and that's how it was.
I think we are all
kids.
kind of grasping of what you're trying to say here, man.
Again,
that makes perfect sense.
I'm doing a terrible
and I think
job.
more importantly, I try to like, if it's comments that are like as long as we're allowed to be like direct and upfront, then hey, that's cool. And it's also understanding to be like understanding of the other perspective. How was it like writing it? What was it for? And yeah, no, those elements make perfect sense too. Like I didn't mind Hedera like being killed off like well before the conclusion, or what have you. I didn't strictly mind that because it was like, oh yeah, no, Gamera finally realizes something himself, and yeah, no, and that scene got me going. So, but friggin'.
Yeah, no,
a cinematic experience like no other.
The movie. Yes, Alex, you made a movie. Good job.
I can't believe the theatrical run of Weathering with You cut out Gamera and Hedera.
I can't believe Alex directed Weathering with You.
Damn.
Damn, Alex got Warner Bros. When release the Williams cut.
Yeah.
Like I said, I really do not have any regrets whatsoever. It's like, and again, if this was 318, I would have been disappointed, but I'm at complete like peace at where it's at. Only thing I changed from the original thing was
but yeah, no, it's like, yeah, no, you did it for yourself. You did it with love for the movie, like you did it for yourself. And I usually try to adhere something closer to the Gareth Edwards logic of I made this for myself, and I hope others enjoy it. Which, from that perspective, yeah, no, I think that's the best you can hope for. It's like, hey, you made this super long, crazy adaptation, put Gamera and Hedera in there, of just something you felt really passionate about, and also just, finally coming to terms with certain things. And, yeah.
Yeah, it's something I really had to do to kind of like bring myself to peace. Like, just a lot of, again, issues in my life that I struggled with for years and still kind of do. So, like I said, it brought me
I can hear that, dude.
some measure of peace.
Yeah, no, because
fuck, my voice is cracking.
Yeah, don't worry. We're not going to judge you for that.
And again, like I said, I do not mind with you guys hating it or disliking it or...
Well, I don't hate it. I just dislike it.
Like no. Like, how you guys feel? I'm not mad.
By its own account, I'd still say it's really good. It's just having seen the movies what brings it down for me. But that's just a me thing. It still has its really strong points that if those are willing to read it, please do. I still recommend reading it by all accounts. It's just that if you've seen the movie, you get the fast forward option. Yeah, no, I totally get it. And it's like this match has fulfilled the purpose you had set out for it. The purpose you had set out for yourself, if that makes sense. So it's like, yeah, no, this was totally a you thing. And, thankfully it didn't break any of the rules, which is good. Just, next time something similar to this happens, we ask for more derailing. Please make it different. Like, it could start similarly, but then let it make a left turn at Albuquerque. Alright? Take that left turn. Don't keep going straight.
What, yeah, no, we only wait to the supermarket.
Well, screw the supermarket.
I don't want to go to the nasty Dollar Tree.
No, you need to go to the mom and pop shop.
But they don't have my chocolate cake.
Walmart has put millions of mom and pop shops out of business.
I never said I wanted to go to that nasty Walmart. I wanted to go to my Safeway.
Oh yeah, I forgot that you compare Walmart to a ghetto.
It is a
I
ghetto.
forgot that Alex, every time he walks into a Walmart, is just afraid that someone's going to pull a gat on him.
I mean, it is Walmart. His fears are not unfounded.
Jeez. Well, of course you're a Walmart.
That ironically
Bacon.
happened.
You live in
at a
hell.
Walmart I was at. My Walmart. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Bacon, do they sell crack at your Walmart?
Yeah, I saw him buy it once. He said it was
the
for a
crack
friend.
is next to the heroin and the cocaine.
But-
Damn, Walmart. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna make a joke. You talk. I'll type it.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm
All right, viewers.
Again, I'm
you know the
happy
drill.
that I
Hug Alex
did it.
from right over
I
here.
went through
All
with
right,
it.
come on. We're all coming in for
and
a
I
big
can move on.
Anyway.
No, COVID,
I
man.
died from
COVID.
It's just,
Anyway,
Good.
I know no personal
That's
boundaries.
what you get for
anyway.
being an anti-vaxxer.
Oh yes, Nogoda has made a comment. Can
We
you
social
please make your
distance
comment?
for a
You have
reason.
not said it yet, unless I missed it. Okay, no, you didn't. Here's what Nogoda had to say since he is muted. Anyways, I like this match for the most part. Gamera's story arc was really good, as were the hetero bits. I like how you went through the scenes of the movie, but did seem like it was mostly. Hang on. It seemed like it was mostly just weathering with you, with Gamera and Hetera inside the story. It was good, but it was watching the movie while reading it. Though I tend to do that when I read fiction anyways, but it helps me to see things that have been changed between the movie and the story you've written, and you did a good job on the different parts. That is what that's what Nogoda had to say. Genyu has this to say: I'm not sure how to feel about this match. A lot of aspects were extremely well done, but at the same time, since I haven't watched Weathering with you, a lot of the match was basically a lot of huge blocks of text that were agonizing to try and make sense of. It was well written, but man, it's dizzying. The banner is phenomenal though, I must say. In short, I'm rather neutral on this match. I could sum up the match with basically just this: mucho texto, and a dude does something. Gosh darn it, Bacon, how could you do this to me?
Damn, I can't believe Alex wrote the worst KWC match of all time.
That one.
Damn.
I know.
Damn.
Hey, that's not true. There was that
Oh yeah.
one, that match 50 something where it had the outdated terrorist talk.
No, I'm joking, man. The worst KWC of all time is 154.
Damn.
And then there was that time that Maguma gained Ultra Instinct, and that other time that Kong couldn't swim off an island full of Matango, and then that other time... No, wait, it was Gyra. I can't think of any others.
He wrote it several years...
Fuck.
Bacon, you wrote Attack Titan versus
Several
Leanne.
years ago.
You wrote KWCE 30.
This
Shut
year,
the
yeah.
Fuck up.
KWCE 30 was... that was written, like, in 2017.
And
You
he
wrote
had
Attack
to
Titan versus
change it.
Leanne in last year. No, this year, I think.
Yeah, I wrote it this year in the middle of a depression spout, and I was rushing it. Fuck you, bitch. And I had to change it.
Bacon, I thought you...
earlier. You don't understand art.
Bacon, I thought depressed artists made good art.
Oh,
No,
shit.
we don't.
Oh yeah.
The only exception is Otto. And that clown movie about society.
Todd Phillips isn't depressed though. He made several
Oh
comedies.
my god.
Your life is a comedy.
At least I wasn't
Now here's
born
the
from one.
punchline.
At least I wasn't born from one.
Damn, you're right. No, that's a hoe, not a comedy.
I used to think my life was a cringe comedy. Now I realize it's a try not to laugh compilation.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, do we have any more points to elaborate on with 341 for now? Hell yeah.
The banner is pretty.
I guess that kind of marks the end of the discussion for this one. So we'll migrate over to match 342, Baggin versus Legion. Written by Quentin Blackburn, a new writer, and banner by Landon Soto.
Yes.
Alright, starting from the top. Bacon, what'd you think of it? Yeah, Giratina93 on the forums, yeah.
Not a bad first match for... Who was it, Gira?
Yeah.
Yeah, not a bad first match. I like the banner. I like the setting. It's an alright match. Overall, just... Good job. That's basically all I really have
Well,
to say.
you're talking about someone else's first match, so you're fine.
I had fun. Oh shit, that's how I feel
Anyway.
about my first match. Fuck.
Ganyu, the way
Damn.
KWC says the names of the KWC content creators makes me feel an emotion not known to mankind yet. Oh my gosh. I don't exist. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's your turn.
KWC is a cryptid. Okay, is it my turn? Okay. Thought this was a solid match. Always cool to see a unique setting. Kaiju in medieval times is great, especially one as weird as Legion. The action was pretty good. Loved the setup with the king and the sorceress. Decent action.
Hey, yeah.
And good cliffhanger setting up for a sequel, which I look forward to. Just all around solid match, good stuff.
But yeah, freaking
Nothing like
yeah.
spectacular,
Joe,
but just like
did you at
solid
least,
all
like,
around.
do
Good
you
old
have something
match.
to say about the banner real quick?
It's pretty good bit. Pretty good banner.
Pretty good back.
Doing something unrelated.
I had a stroke.
Oh, I see.
I was writing something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, very much so.
It's a really cool banner.
Bacon could probably pull it off once he gets more meat on those bones.
Alex is right. He is Reiner and Bacon is Aaron.
That too, yeah.
This is a declaration of Kino.
Well, if he dyes his hair
Saying we
brown,
live in a
doesn't
society.
get red. Bacon's gonna start the rumbling looking like
Alright,
Ronald
Before I
McDonald.
start, Ganyu says, so this was a great match. I loved the action, the setting, and the human stuff was surprisingly good, I must admit.
Oh, again, you posted his thoughts.
Which kind of segues into my own thoughts, which, I fully agree. This is all around a really, really nice, solid, and strong first impression for the match. I enjoy the world. I enjoy the setting. I enjoy the combatants using it. They felt powerful without being overpowered. And just those two had a really good, solid fight. And this match does a really good job at reflecting that. And leaves on a really promising cliffhanger. And I'm very curious to see where the story goes next. I do have the sequel, so rest assured it will be released soon. So, first serious match of Good Asuma has good impressions on everyone. I hope so too, man. You've been you've been improving a lot over time, and I'd say that hopefully we'll have some of your stuff on the site in due time, man. So. Keep it at, the most you can do is just keep writing, keep reading, keep practicing. It's so ridiculously simple. It's just finding the drive to do it. So
yeah, man, keep it up.
Which that can always be the hardest part, is just getting over those low points. But it is ridiculously simple. But there are some nuances, but still. And I really enjoy the banner for that Ditto made. Baggins a little bit too much artifact, but I also know the nature of the. It's weird because it's the high quality images of the Baggin that do exist of the trading battle model, or movie studio tour. My apologies. Yeah, I'm alright. But movie studio tour model Baggin. I mean, it still looks great by all accounts. It's just that the only high resolution images are on the smaller side, so when you blow it up, it's just sort of the blow up is somewhat noticeable, but Legion looks clean. My goodness, that Legion looks just perfect. Oh my goodness. But it's even that's just a minor nitpick. It's still a great looking image all around, and I'm just great job, Ditto. You still did a great job with this one. So I have no qualms. No qualms aside from that.
I need to hug Ditto. I think he would be a good emotional support person. Hey man, don't be so down.
Wow. Oh my goodness. But all around great job. Alex, passing it to you. Oh, son of a gun. I know, it's been kick. Yeah, I know. The work's been kicking my ass too, so I get it.
Oh, I didn't get a chance to read it.
But with
well,
that
hey,
said,
work's been kicking my ass lately.
Was there anything
Overtime
else that
into
you wanted
that.
to bring up, or is that just my? Oh, Nagoda just left. I just noticed that. Oh yes. Yes, that's right. Yeah, no, the original draft of this match originally had Legion flying, and here's the thing.
Oh, do you want to talk about how the original draft of this match, or the original version, had Legion flying?
Likewise, very recently we stumbled across research that suggests that Legion isn't always a flyer. The flying element of Legion, for the Queen Legion, the Mother Legion, the flight ability only exists in its larva stage. So the thing that comes out of the ground that starts flying around, that is the Mother Legion's larva stage. And then, when her wings are destroyed and she's underground and she fights Gamera at the helicopter port, that is her mature form. So ultimately, if we're striving for accuracy, it'd be wrong to say that it's like, oh, the mature mother form can fly, when that clearly isn't necessarily the intention. The movie makes very clear that the legions are comparable to ants. And in the ant world, a queen does have her wings, but when she's ready to reproduce, she loses the wings. So, while we may be somewhat flexible depending on how we're feeling that day, generally we'd like to keep more true to form. So we're probably gonna probably ask wait. Oh, I said queen. Yeah, I didn't say that. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it, Bacon. Anyway. But friggin', the Queen Legion, like, we are probably gonna request that, like, try and keep Legion more grounded if you have her in a match. We're not sure. We haven't found any concrete info of what the larva is able to do. Like, is it able to do the same thing as the adult? I surmise not, but I don't know. So for now, that one's going to be left more up in the air at the moment, until we find more information that says otherwise. Right.
Yeah, remember KWCC suggesting we could have
I think I might have said that, but again,
a fully adult Legion flying, like if she doesn't get her wings blasted off before the transformation, but I see he doubled down on he went back on that.
With the GVR, it sounds like you were heavy breathing right there. Like, KWCC Battle. Oh, you're adjusting. Okay, fair enough. That's probably what it was.
I mean,
GVR?
I mean, it might just be me moving my phone around as I move. I mean, I might also just be heavy breathing.
It sounded like you were going to strangle someone.
Yeah, I got you. I think I do that too.
Oh, no, I'm just
That's him on a normal day.
No, I'm just adjusting, in my seat, moving the phone around.
Enough.
That might just be the wind.
Okay. Yeah, it's understandable.
I mean, I am also, in no shape whatsoever, so I might just be breathing heavily.
Yeah, no, I'm like the fourth person.
It just sounded like you were going to beat the shit out of Kaiju X.
I mean, it is tempting sometimes.
But yeah, friggin', aside from that removal of the flight ability, again, it's more of a strong suggestion of keeping the flying form. Or if you're going to have Legion fly, please start with Larva and then have her return to the mother. So that's going to be the general recommendation moving forward. So, just something to keep in mind. But yeah, I think with that... It's like we're dealing with distributed monsters, so we have to outsource to non-Toho books.
You thought it was only Godzilla that gives vital information in supplementary books. You were wrong.
But anyway, I think we can probably confidently migrate over to the next match, right? All right. If no one else...
Yes. Frankenstein versus the...
Oh, yeah. Fuck, my ice pack agreed with you because it made a little noise.
Yes, apparently so, GVR. Apparently
yes,
so.
We move on to Frankenstein versus the Skull Crawlers by Landon Soto. Banner also by Landon Soto. I'm seizing control of the KWCC, apparently.
Yeah, but Landon Soto is going to challenge you because he not only did the match, but he did the banner.
That's why I said he did the match and the banner.
Yeah, he's challenging you for the role.
Anyway, since Bacon is muted, I think... Okay.
Hey,
here's what Bacon
not everyone
has to say.
wants you to be the leader,
I didn't read it, but I love the banner, and I'm glad Frankenstein and Skullcrawler got a new match. Yeah. GVR, you're not hot, you're sweaty.
Can we all read the names so we know how hot we are?
That bacon unicorn. Ganyu. GPR. Joe Mama. Mr. Tiny Brain Man. Robert Loja.
Are you good? Can you?
You really
Oh.
bless you.
Alex, that just sounded like Mike Staclaza.
Oh.
Right, yeah, I forgot that existed for a second. Let's see. So Bacon said his piece. Ganyu, I imagine, is
Can we talk about the match about Big Man? Big Man fight Lizard?
Overdrive.
Yo, mama.
God darn. So GVR, what'd you think of the match?
Well, first, I want to talk about the banner. Looks really good. Love the sunset and the silhouettes of Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Some of the skull crawlers look a bit weird in the
I don't
back,
think I see
but that
it
might just be me.
off as GVR does. I mean, it does make sense. They're a little more off to the side in my
I think that's just a you
right.
problem.
Yeah, no, maybe.
Yeah. Hey, Nagoda. Yes.
Well, yeah, no, they don't look bad. It's just they just look a bit off to me for some reason.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes. I guess just coloring. I'm talking about the banner too much. The match is fine. It is a bit like you can tell that Ditto needed to do more work on it because I believe he. Actually, I can bring up because he talked briefly about the match like before the podcast tried to start hours ago. Let's see here. I can find it. Well, but yeah, like you can tell from like the grammar and the way it's written, like this is a match that definitely needed a bit more time in the oven. Might have been an older match, I'm not sure.
Hey man, some people like their stuff rare.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna read what Ditto said. He said he doesn't really have a lot of trivia for the match. It's an older match, and he decided to tough up the grammar and tensing, but with Frankenstein's retirement announcement, he sped it up. So he wasn't like fully done fixing it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, not just like here's the thing. It's not just like an issue of typos, but just like the way it's written. Someone on the forums put it best. It feels like a history book.
Hey man, history's my favorite subject.
Shut up, Peter Griffin. But yeah, no, the match is okay. The action is okay.
Oh yeah, good stuff.
I like how creative it gets with like Frankenstein fighting.
Yeah, well, I was stretching my leg.
What the hell is that?
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I assume Kaiju was just like stretching his back.
But yeah.
It sounded like you were passing something.
Nagoda, now that you're back, real quick, Nagoda, what'd you think of 340?
Yeah, no, I didn't really have too much to say about this match. Just, it was alright.
Baggin vs. Legion, yeah.
That one's the Baggin one, right? Okay, yeah, that was a nice match. It was short.
Hell yeah.
I like the whole entire like Baggin priestess revival thing going on there. Like medieval KWCs are always nice to see. And then as for this one, It was good. It did kind of feel like a bit like a history lesson, but like it was like a sort of interesting sort of history lesson, like why this village has this random giant in their culture and stuff like that.
Oh,
Suddenly it shows up.
hell yeah.
But yeah, like it was an okay Frankenstein vs. Skullcrawler. The banner though was
That's
really
all Dakota
good.
had to say. It was okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm a bit
It's pretty
occupied right now.
tasteful.
There's a dog
The shit
trying to
posting
get
is
my attention right
glorious.
now.
No kidding. Can you do that? Is that possible? Yeah.
If we ever live stream
with a better
KWCC, we
rig
need to
than
just be able to like have a
than what I
live feed
have.
of the Discord chat.
Yes.
Probably away.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. But yeah, friggin'
Yeah, when Gray Shot finally gets you your PC that isn't exploding as we speak.
Hey, it's not KWC's fault he made a computer out of bacon parts.
Wow, he cannibalized his own son to make
You
his
have to go
gaming
cheap,
computer.
you know?
I mean, bacon's died multiple times, so I wouldn't be surprised if KWC just
Yes.
used the extra bodies lying around to make a computer.
Yeah.
Well,
Not as good
Kaiju,
as Gig Fighters. Anyway.
I have to say, your clones are impressive. You must be very proud.
But yeah.
They're not as good at game fighters, though.
Dig blasted. Joe, what do you think of the banner?
One of the dead bodies is gonna be his next Bagan statue. It's really cool. I like the setting of the banner. Looks nice. Just a cool.
That's certainly one
looking
way to
banner.
look at it, Joe. Certainly one way to look at it. Anyway,
Frankenstein's got the
I
sun on
really
his
enjoyed the
ass.
match. I can understand some of the criticisms, and I could definitely understand that like some parts are a little clunky, but I still really enjoyed the fight, and I love the utility of Frankenstein and the Skullcrawlers were just those were great. I really love the way the two were handled, and then yeah, ending in a draw was certainly an unexpected direction that I really like. So it's like, yeah, no, all around just it's solid. It's got a solid place. So I can't say it can hold up to the highs of the other two, but in comparison, but it's still a solid match. I see nothing wrong with it. Nothing intrinsically wrong beyond what was said, but I think it's still fine for a nice short read. So.
You hear that,
So,
GPR? I
Alex,
got
what do you
4
think of 343?
matches. How many do you have?
A lot.
I skimmed it a little because knowing Ditto, he always writes little booklets. I seemed okay. I liked the ending where they both killed each other. That was kind of interesting. Yeah, Skullcrawler ripping the back of the giant's head open. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah, not much to say. Just seems like a solid Ditto match. Aside from maybe like the history book stuff.
So,
but
right.
yeah. Oh yeah, banner's pretty cool.
But yeah, no, I don't think we have too much to elaborate on, so we'll go on to the next one where I'll pass the buck off to GVR with I think the only KWCE that came out in the intermediate time between the last one and this one. KWC. Oh, you know what? That's right. It's your turn now. I don't need to do any more beyond that. So, yeah, take us away. Oh,
Yes.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm trying to post a dumb thing real quick. Yes, KWCE 74. Godzilla Showa, King Caesar Showa, and Jet Jaguar Showa versus Zeton by Titano Goji 16. Bacon, did you... Okay, well, Bacon is typing out his thoughts.
Wait, me or Nagoto?
And did you read the match? Please type out your thoughts.
Ah, okay.
No, I said... Well, I told Ganyu to type out his thoughts.
74.
Nagoto, did you read the match?
Let me check. Which one is this?
74.
I have not.
Sadly, no. I got a quick glimpse of it. It seemed promising.
Unfortunately, I have not.
But
Joe,
unfortunately,
did you read
I
it?
just didn't get the opportunity to really
Oh.
read it, which was like, damn it.
Kaiju, did you read it? Alex, did you read it?
Yeah, looking at the Excel sheet, that was always a match I was wondering when you guys were gonna post because it seems so interesting. But unfortunately, I didn't get to read it yet
Ah, dang.
because, work.
Yeah,
they're-
no, I get you.
Yeah.
Didn't have mandatory shifts.
No
Yeah, no,
kidding.
okay.
Damn.
I read the match, fortunately. It's kind of my job.
Wow, we aside from you, we
yeah, that's
really hit a
right,
home
that's
run with
right.
everyone not reading it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I verified the match, so I kind of had to read it, and I posted it too because Harley's computer was not working.
Dang.
Yes. I thought it was a very solid match. It reminded me a lot of Ultra Galaxy, which is sort of the intent because it is very much based off of Ultra Galaxy, specifically the fight between Gomora, Ella King, and Leitra versus Zeton. And yeah, it's a match that has a lot of fast-paced, very fun action to it. Has some good combo moves between the trio team, and has some solid twists and turns to it.
All right, Nick.
We definitely recommend giving it a read. It's not there's not like a intensive story or anything. It's just a very fun time.
All right, I'm done reading it.
Nagoda,
What?
we got you. Go.
Did you actually
Okay.
read that? Read it all?
Not unless you're like
Yeah, it's pretty
soggy
short.
noodles level.
It's only like
fast,
4,000
which
words.
I think Nagota's adopting.
Yeah, it's
Expect
pretty
that to be
fun.
done in 10 minutes, not 3 seconds.
Yeah, this was a pretty fun match. I like the use of Namikawa and Mughal both being Rayonics and having their own Battlenizers. I guess a good explanation for how Jet Jaguar was somehow a Battlenizer monster is, well, they do have robot fighters like King Joe and stuff in Battlenizers, so that makes sense. Really good use of teamwork between King Caesar and Godzilla in the match as well.
All right, sweet. Oh yeah.
You know, if we
sure.
get
that's
the-
without question.
If we get the Ultra Galaxy movie as a distributed Toho movie, there's gonna be so much things to do.
Oh gosh, so many questions.
Because if we do somehow get that one, that'll bring up the question of, can a Kaiser take control
my
of a
gosh.
Battlenizer monster?
Oh boy.
So it's probably best if that doesn't get distributed, so I don't go crazy with that idea.
Yeah.
I mean, Free, that movie in particular has so much that would. Granted, it
really
would give
just
us so
went,
much,
yeah,
but
I
it
hope
would
this
give
movie
us
doesn't get
too much, in
distributed.
my
GBR,
opinion.
I'm hanging you by your organs in a tree.
We're already. Right, Free, we already got overloaded with Evangelion. I don't need this to
It would
think
be
about,
overload.
alright?
It would be overload.
No, I want belly all. Fuck you.
It is our limitations that make us good.
Gosh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, too bad.
But what if you
Yes.
did, man?
Yeah. Okay, baby need a diaper change. Baby need a
Oh.
stinky.
And you also read it. Dunno.
Yeah. Yes. That's what we're waiting for.
Damn, he ruined the perfect score.
I mean, Nagoda ruined it when he downloaded the match directly into his brain.
Well, he's my son. He gets a pass.
Yeah, that's Nagoda doesn't read matches. He just like downloads them onto a flash drive and sticks it in his ear.
Yeah, that's how he beat Cyberpunk in 3 seconds. You enjoying the game, son? Oh, I already beat it, Dad. That fast?
All I'm picturing is that meme of Raiden from Metal Gear going, Doctor, inject Cyberpunk 2077 directly into my cock.
No, it just reminds me of the meme of like the FBI when I put a VPN in a flash drive and stick it in my ass and can teleport.
Okay.
Is there anything that we're going to talk about after the match? Okay. Kaiju, don't answer that right now.
I think it's just the premise.
Again, he says, I like the human stuff more than the action. Strangely, and I'm not sure why. The monster action was by no means bad, but I did like the human element more. Overall, this is a fine match. Not much else to say.
No, they're in this world. They are battle-nized monsters, and I think that's
understandable.
It's right, which is something you just don't get to see. So, yeah.
Yeah, there's like some fun interactions between the two battlers, which is Namikawa and Mugo.
I think, I think there are a couple of I think there's one particular bombshell that calls itself Evangelion.
Right. I hand things back over to Kaiju X.
Oh boy, that is I think in terms of post KWC content, yeah, like we already made this announcement on the forums, but for those that only listen to the podcast or stumble across this news via the podcast, Evangelion 3.0 plus 1.0 Thrice Upon a Time is it's the last installment of the Evangelion saga and of the Rebuild saga, and maybe even just Evangelion as a whole from Hideaki Anno, and was distributed by Toho.
Yeah, it's the end from Hideaki Anno.
It's the end from
Hideaki Anno, but I do believe there was talk of like trying to do something like Gundam, where like different people come in and like give their own interpretation of the franchise.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think the franchise itself is going to be done until it crashes and burns.
Well,
There's no way.
Because here's the thing, Anno's done with the franchise,
away.
But like, dude, the franchise makes so much money. It's not done.
Even if you want it to be done, it's like, yeah, no, it's not.
Yeah, dude, it's like Star Wars, where it's just like we're not done. We can never be done, really.
Yes, definitely.
Oh, that's just called hell.
By all accounts, though, Evangelion.
Well, actually,
KWCC.
that's not quite
This
true,
was
because
something we
it
had
is
talked
better than
about,
Star Wars.
Like in staff, with that bombshell, because it's like, here's the thing that I don't think anyone saw coming. The movie, in the actual, like, here's the thing. In order to get into the KWC, you need to appear in the movie. For the most part, it seems to be in any capacity. It's like, or almost any capacity, so long as it's relevant. And the thing I think no one saw coming was the fact that we practically got every Eva and every Angel of the Rebuild saga in this movie. Because by technical... Yes. recap. Yeah, it starts with a recap clip show.
Yes, due to
of the
two
first
different
3
factors.
movies,
I will
which
not say what the
basically
second factor is
highlights
because
all the
spoilers.
characters and all
But the first factor is the movie starts with a flashback covering all the major events of the first 3 movies.
Forms. So it's like, oh yeah, that threw us in for a ride. Yes, so that way we didn't need to be choosy about sticking to like.
Yes.
Oh, we have to compromise with this one, or should we even worth considering it at all? It's like, no.
It was literally perfect for us.
By putting all of it in there. And it's like, thank gosh. Because that gives us a lot more leeway to work with and allows us to make what we feel like is the best short and long-term decisions moving forward. So, long-term decisions we won't say because we just haven't had a real final say of this. We're testing waters to see reaction. If it's extremely positive, then we'll obviously, push for it. Yes, we have author... Yes.
Yeah, there are... Yeah, to jump ahead slightly, we added 4 combatants. But there is a possibility of adding more depending on how people react to these 4.
Yeah, pretty much. It could even be like the most basic Ava match. It's like,
this is just like a formality because we know that the moment the Ava matches drop, people are just going to lose it.
So dumb. To me, I think limiters are important because if you're allowed to do whatever you want, there's no limit to do whatever you want. I think even when you follow under you could do whatever you want, the moment you establish something, you have to adhere to that rule. It's almost like with Godzilla Singular Point, how it mentions that it's like, oh, the red dust monsters are like, theoretically, they could do whatever they want, but once they appear, they adhere to their own set of rules and logic. And I think, yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Which Godzilla?
And yeah, I'm sure people will enjoy like a simple match with Evangelion because like I'm sure there's a good number of people who just want to see Evo 1 punch Godzilla.
Oh, right. Movie, TV series, whatever, Joe, you know what I mean.
And
for the time being, we are just going to stick with Unit 1, Unit 2, Zerul the 10th Angel corresponding to Rebuild, and Sachio the 4th Angel corresponding to Rebuild. That's... Right.
Yeah, we are allowed to call them Sachio and Zerul.
Yeah, they're just angels.
Like, I know that's the thing that, because, like, Rebuild is...
Yeah, it's fine, don't worry about
Rebuild doesn't call them by names. It just calls them, like, the 4th Angel and the 10th Angel.
Don't worry about it. We are bringing those ones in.
But we can just, like, call them... We can just call them Sachio and Zerul, because, like, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Like, we will talk about them, just seeing the reaction for this and see what else we can add from both sides respectively. It's like I wouldn't outrule like any other angels, but I think Sachio and Zerul is all that we really need, in my opinion. But like Ava-wise, I'm sure there are definitely a couple other options in that department, but we'll see how that goes and see how things pan out. Because this is going to be very, very, very interesting. Especially once Grey Shot gives the series a run. At least the Rebuild film. So that's going to be curious. Very, very curious.
Yes.
There's very much that going. Everything will get their due in time. It's just that for now... Unit 1, Unit 2, Sachio and Zerul are good to go. So if you are a writer and you've been wanting to write with these characters, by every count, please do. So.
Yes, please.
Right.
And if they do well enough, we're looking at
worthwhile.
Some of the other reps. We're not going to say who because we're being dumb about that for some reason, even though everyone already knows the 2.
We'll hold.
Oh yeah, like the main villain of the actual movie.
We'll see where this
Yeah.
goes. We'll see where all this goes.
You might as well just say it because everyone's probably thinking it.
Yeah, 08 and 13.
We kind of do.
Kaiju X people know.
I will smack you with a pillow, bitch.
We know where the road goes down to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. And where I can already count like, at least
Block
some of the
those
reps we
seconds.
could see immediately.
Kaiju X Neon
afterwards.
Genesis Evangelion is like top 10 most popular anime of all time.
Yeah. It's just important to Ava in
Yeah,
general.
no, there's
and
two
it's one of
very
them's just
blatant
Ava in
ones.
general.
Three,
But
actually.
yeah, no,
Three.
for
0,
you.
0. There's 3 reps that everyone knows about,
take
is
that.
important to rebuild, and people would want.
I know. We have to weigh our options, all right? As we say,
Mother's
as the
Ava,
inevitable
Give us Goro
inevitability
Eva.
looms over. They're really heavy. GVR told me that himself.
Weigh my balls.
Stop talking about balls. I'm tired of seeing them.
This is certainly. Oh yes, that's what I was saying. Like what? Like granted, you could just say, "Oh, you could add whoever you want. You're just fan fiction." But I think part of the fun, especially looking at it now, is we don't know what the future holds. And sure, during that 10-year gap between Final Wars and 2014, things seemed to be like, "Oh, you're just being unfair," but in long-term thinking, when stuff like this happens, it makes the rule system so much more rewarding because it's like, oh yeah, in a lot of ways we've earned the right to use this property in here, which is amazing. And it makes me really happy that this opportunity has come along to where we can have something like this, to where Evangelion can unironically be in the KWC. There is something about that is so extraordinarily satisfying comparing to just adding Ava because we want to. Even if the rules can be somewhat nonsensical at times, particularly on more higher up status, it's still ultimately far more rewarding to get it the proper way as opposed to our way, if that makes sense. And just, yeah, no, this all around has been, holy moly, this is going to be nuts. That's all I'll say. That is all I will say. Ugh. What a time to be alive. If you are a fan of KWC, what a time to be alive. What in the world? Whew. But yeah, anyway, yeah, no, I think that was kind of like roughly sort of the big. That was sort of like the really big one. Was there anyone else that we needed to cover specifically? Like, I think we already went over the single point monsters last time, didn't we? Yeah. No. No, thank you.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, no, I think
Gosh
we got
darn it.
everything.
Am I
Unless you
gonna
want to
have
spoil the secret
am I gonna
edition
have to
right now.
spoil that by saying no?
Your right wall is being added.
Gaku's getting added.
Oh,
Mother Ray Wall.
I mean, I guess that's one that's sort of in the kind of in the not like public.
We're gonna add
Godzilla,
Godzilla.
kind of.
Oh yeah, we're gonna add Bushin soon.
Daimajin.
That makes sense. That I mean, duh, you're gonna build them up. It'd be
I've
dumb
heard
not
from
to use
a
them.
review from someone who saw it said that Daimajin's actually heavily in the third act.
That's good.
Whoa!
True, you're not wrong. You're not like false.
Yeah,
On
but,
every poster.
yeah, but I
Well,
wouldn't be
it's
surprised
just
if he was
it's
just,
just a Daimajin movie.
yeah, if he was just like false lead
Yeah.
or something like. Like I said, considering how the movie's a comedy, I wouldn't be surprised if the director made him run away at that one shot where everyone except for the kids are
Yeah.
running away.
For you.
Yeah.
I can't wait for Daimajin to wield a gun.
I will die laughing if that comes true.
Right. So.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I can't think of any other additions like people don't know about, or because we've already brought up like all of the additions that we aren't keeping secret. Everyone already knows about King Cobra, Evo 1, Legendary Mechagodzilla, GMK Ghidorah, Jet Jaguar, Cylinda, Ultima,
totally right.
O2, Sachion's Rule.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
for all
Lordy.
of you bitching about Daimajin's new appearance, be thankful it isn't this.
Don't worry, it's not canon.
Oh yeah, Heisei Daimajin.
What the fuck is that?
That's from Daimajin Canon. Which was like a tokusatsu monster of the week.
I am.
Series.
Yeah, no. Why would I not post this in the actual video?
It's like both.
This is.
Kaiju, please tell me you're gonna post that in the actual video.
Because you forget all the time.
Probably. Maybe. I don't know. It depends on how soon I get to it.
That's why. You're gonna get to it, and then you're gonna get amnesia.
Dig blast it.
Alex, I see no issue with
Ripped
Abmajin.
Abmajin.
Oh no!
Abmajin.
For 5 seconds.
Ripped Majin.
Yeah. Bruh moment.
Are you talking about Majin Buu and Super? And then he got replaced.
Oh my goodness.
Biggest bruh.
Talking about Dragon Ball Z. I'm tired of seeing it.
I also can't believe I pretty much got rid of Evangelion.
Hey man, some people like
my
Dragon
goodness,
Ball.
Shut up.
I had to go to the FAQ and I just pretty much erased Evangelion because it was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to get rid of Daimajin 2, son of a gun. I mean, granted, there's Showa, but you know, or I'll.
I can't believe that we live in fucker.
I know.
I can't believe we live in the age that Godzilla, Gamera, Ultraman, King Kong, Monster Hunter, Attack on Titan, Neon Genesis, Evangelion, Daimajin, and possibly Kamen Rider will be on the KWC roster.
At this point, we just need Pacific.
No, we need
cover
them.
the major franchises. Oh yeah, Gundam.
Win Power Rangers.
No, God, no.
Win Pokemon.
Okay.
I'd like a Pokemon.
Rest in peace, Pokemon. They will never happen. Ever. Don't ask.
Alex, that was your joke.
100 gray shots roll.
They're in the concentration camp still.
Okay, Hitler.
You trolled yourself.
Damn. Yeah, that was your joke.
Damn.
You fell for your own magic.
Anyway.
Damn.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, forget yeah, no, I guess those aside, do we really have anything else to cover? I guess not. Oh yeah, the movie that has been delayed and has not come out yet.
Oh, man,
Yeah,
Shin Ultraman was amazing, wasn't it, guys? Yeah, how about that one part?
I love all the parts where people are inside enclosed spaces.
Gamora just burrowed.
My favorite
Oh,
scene
yeah.
I know.
Yeah, those 32 seconds were awesome.
I loved when Zetten showed up and hit Ultraman with a steel chair.
It was kind of weird when Ultraman started.
Mother.
It was kind of weird when Ultraman came out as a Republican, though.
Ooh, yeah, that was shocking.
And then
Just
he
trust
supported
Anno,
Trump's
okay?
actions.
Like Anno once again delves into the depths of the human soul.
Yeah, it's weird how he's really anti-vaxxer, but clearly he got the vaccine.
Well, yeah, that's the point.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm supposed to root for Ultraman when he's clearly more of the villain here.
Alex, you just don't understand art.
Yeah.
More like fart.
Damn.
I can't believe that they left that scene of Ultraman getting caught with fuck, never mind. I forgot his fucking name. The joke's ruined. Epstein. God damn.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, yeah, no.
That was a weird scene where he got arrested for being in cahoots with Epstein.
Anyway. Dig blast. Anyway, oh lordy, yeah, no, I think we'll call this one an
Ultraman's hide
episode.
the news.
It was pretty short, all things considered.
No.
Because I don't think we really have that much really to say. Not right now. At least nothing crazy or in depth. So unless Greyshot decides to pop in and say, here what I thought of the matches, and here is the stats. The stats everyone loves. Oh gosh, I haven't done those in forever. Oh, damn.
KWC Battles.
Oh my goodness, yeah, I know.
Okay,
We
this
haven't done
one.
I'll have
This
this
podcast is over.
Battle for next
Bye.
time, probably.
Good.
Because I still have work tomorrow. All
Podcast
right,
is
we'll
over.
do
Take
one.
off your clothes.
All right, we'll do one. Quiet, Alex.
Yeah, no, I want to do one of those. Those are so fun.
Yeah, those are
No.
interesting.
Oh, damn it.
Well, do you need
No,
to
fuck
go
you.
somewhere?
Alright.
Do you need to be
Yeah.
somewhere?
Need to be inside your mom.
It can wait. It can wait. Stay here, be with the homies.
Oh, I'm gonna go in the next
All right,
room.
I gotta start the number
Remember,
generator,
kids, pussy is only
and
temporary.
boom.
Only is a turtle.
126.
Till next time, my friends.
So, which one is 126?
I'm not a
Oh,
turtle.
Godzilla Jr. versus Zilla. Oh, alright. That one should be... Alright, next up is 226. Oh my... Are you serious?
Ciao.
Gorosaurus versus Varan. Godzillasaurus versus Varan. My apologies. Alright, come on, 336. 170.
Come on,
All
3 in a
right.
row.
Okay.
Godzillasaurus.
It's been a while.
Damn.
It's been a...
Time.
Oh, it's one of Kaiju X's matches.
Well, yeah.
Jax,
well,
are you doing this? Are you doing this?
yeah,
right?
exactly.
Are those just
Well, I mean, I'm just
Three
picking
matches-
the matches up.
three
The
matches in a
discussion-
row?
Yeah, the randomization
Well,
process.
yeah, we need
I had-
multiple matches to
yeah,
battle.
So that way
Joe.
we had the matches.
No, like
So,
they're one after the other.
so we have our...
Hey, he's
all right.
randomizing them.
Gosh darn it, Joe. So, alright.
Oh, I thought
So, with that said,
Your mom's
we
a...
will
I
be,
got-
for the KWC
I got
Battle, we
numbers mixed
take
up.
3 KWC matches, and we basically compete against each other in terms of writing quality,
Oh, damn.
banner, and as a possible tiebreaker, a hypothetical situation in which all the monsters within their respective matches are put on teams and pitted against each other. So yeah, and I think we got a pretty decent, diverse roster here. So, anyway, so first one we have is match 126. First, we will. I think it's banner first, and then writing. I believe. The fight, yeah. Okay. So yeah. So yeah, no. 126. So first, we will scale these 3 by banners.
It's
Who's
banner,
best,
the
who
actual
takes it
match,
home.
and then
And we'll start from the top.
the fight. Yes.
Bacon. Which one do you think has best banner?
Hold up. If my phone won't be screwy and will let me look at things, because it's being really glitchy for some reason.
Damn.
Best banner. I would
Use your memory.
say... I like 170 the most, but but the one for...
Mm-hmm.
Come on. for 226 is pretty good. I just don't like the Godzillasaurus there.
Yeah,
yeah. But that one Godzillasaurus kind of ruins the banner for me.
Better than Godzilla Jr. in 126.
Yeah, and then
Damn.
oh my god, he looks like he's permafried on acid.
Yeah. Yeah, no, 126 is not winning the banner contest. Or any of them.
Like a fucking zombie.
Alright. Ganyu, which one you think is best?
So yeah, I would have to go
banner
with
of the
170.
three?
It has the most detail that I like.
Alright. So that's 2 points to 170. GVR.
Better speaks fast, boy.
I'm gonna continue with 170. 226's banner looks really good. I love the clouds. I love the statue in the back.
Yeah. I think I had
Looks
done
really
more
good,
touch-ups
but
on,
yeah, the Godzillasaurus
Godzillasaurus there.
brings
This
it down
would
just
look
slightly
a lot
below
better.
170's
Shit.
very dark and moody banner.
Nagoda, which banner do you think looks best of the three? Alright. That wonderful black magic. Joe, which one?
170. It's got that black magic to it.
Yes.
Well, Kaiju X won't like it then because it's black magic.
Whoa.
But it's his match, so he has to like it.
That's a loophole. I think 170 easily wins. I really like
Even though it's
226 banner.
Anyway.
It's just the Godzillasaurus looks like it just looks like a rubber toy.
I like how every single one of us have tried to say Godzillasaurus, but we have all said Gordosaurus.
Godzillasaurus. There, I broke the cycle.
Godzilla Goro.
Good job, man. Godzillasaurus. Godzillasaur ass. But 170's banner, Godzilla Jr. is a fucking zombie. He looks like he's gonna eat Zilla's brains.
Good.
Yeah. 170 just looks. The banner just looks amazing. Just everything. The little effects with the fire. How all the monsters look. The setting. It just looks great. Even Goliath looks awesome.
Yeah, if I had to. Yeah, I know, my vote unquestionably goes to 170.
It's a
I would love to
banner.
give, 226 the vote, but yeah, no, Godzillasaurus. Just not even the image necessarily. He's not, not necessarily color corrected, just shading. He's too bright. Like, next to the much darker Varan, next to sort of like the much moodier. And I see a couple other spots where I could have cleaned it up better. It's like, yeah, no. Had I done my due diligence and modified all that, this would have looked a lot better had I darkened Godzillasaurus some, because I think what really this banner needed was a darkening of Godzillasaurus. But I do give it as something that's like a second runner up to it's second place for me. 126. I have a soft spot for this one, but admittedly, it's so bizarrely proportioned. Like, yeah, no. Even aside from the fact that Godzilla Jr. looks like a zombie, he's also like way too big. Like, either Junior's way too big or Zilla's way too small. There are some bizarre proportion issues with this match, with this banner in particular, that is somewhat off-putting. So it's like, not one of the better banners that we've had. Even if it's like, even if the actual like most shading work, like Zilla looks all right. Junior is definitely the one that looks the most off of them. Which, yeah, I know Junior's like super off in this one. Like, even stylization aside, it still looks just weird. Oh. Oh yeah. But... All right. Yeah, I mean,
yeah, 170.
But yeah, so
126
now,
just looks bad. 226 is alright, but not as good as 170.
We'll start from the top. Bacon, which one do you think is the best match of the bunch?
Okay,
Fair
so
enough.
the only one I remember is Godzilla Jr. versus Zilla. So
Genyu,
that one
which do you think
automatically
is the
gets
best,
it's the best one
best
because it's
banner
the
of the
only
lot?
one I remember.
Best match of the lot. My apologies.
Damn.
Bro. Or if you haven't read any of these, then alright, gotcha, man. Yeah, just take the time you need.
He doesn't remember.
Plastic bacon. Yeah. GVR. In the meantime, as Ganyu gives us gives it a minute. GVR. Which one do you think is best match?
My turn. I don't remember 226, but I think it's a fine match. I think I remember it being like an okay match. Oh yeah, no, I remember now. I skimmed through it and it's like coming back to me. Yeah, it's an okay match.
Aww.
Same with 126. I like 126's general vibe, and the way it ends is fun. But 170 beats them both. It's a really good match. I know you probably think it sucks because it's one of your older matches, but like it is still the atmosphere to it, the way the bits with the human characters, the action, the reveal of Godzilla becoming Mechagodzilla and just destroying them. It's so well done.
Which one do you think is best match of the lot?
Yeah, no, 170 gets my vote, absolutely.
Young do ball.
Right now I'm tied between 170 and 126 because I like the whole Junior trying to find his place in the world thing in 126 along with the fight against Heat. But I also like the reveal of Mechagodzilla in 170 that happened, and like the whole Age of Monsters thing is over that it has.
Right.
But I'm probably gonna have to
Joe,
say I'm
which
probably
one do
gonna have
you
to give
think
it
is
to
best
170
match of the
over
three?
126.
I think 170 is by far the best one. I don't remember much of the other two, but 170 is one of the most memorable matches ever. I love it. It's just the tone, the atmosphere, the action. It's just
Hell yeah.
great.
Hell yeah.
And it's an amazing start to Mechagodzilla's great KWC career.
The endorphins are flooding in. I will admit, like, I did give. This is tough because it's like on the side I do KWC HD restorations, and for the kick of it, I did match 170s already, and admittedly, it wasn't as bad as I thought it'd be. Like, in terms of sort of like the grammatical issues I had back then. It was admittedly like nowhere nearly as like painful as I thought it was going to be. So it was like, yeah, no, that does kind of like, it allowed me to put things into perspective as opposed to completely dismissing it. Yeah, no, it's a tough toss because it's like 226 is all right. It just kind of exists, but at the same time, you just can't really. Like, it's not like a super sticks in your head kind of match. It's just, it exists. It's fun. It's fine for what it is, but not anything too crazy. But so it's really just a big toss up between 126's like lighter tone and Junior trying to find his place in the world, and like fighting Heat and Zilla with, you know, a lot of fun dialogue with the characters. But then you also got, like, you know, the more atmospheric and grim setting of 170, which I still happen to really enjoy. So I think in a lot of ways, it's a tough call, but I think I am going to give it to match 170. I still really like the way everything played out, and the fact that we were allowed to pull, like, you know, the whole Godzilla, not Godzilla reveal was fun at the time. So it was like, oh yeah, no, for, you know, like, nice little fake out for those that were expecting Godzilla, and we instead get Mecha Godzilla, which was like, oh yeah, you know, that sort of satisfaction of being the first one to pull it off in a very, what I feel like is a very strong opener for the character. It's like, oh, it's good stuff. I feel like there's just one point of like a little too much exposition near the end there, just sort of explaining everything, as opposed to leaving it even more open-ended in my mind. But like, that aside though, this was an all-around still a really solid, fun fight that I found myself getting back into the groove in when I was doing the HD version of this. So it won't be out for some time unless for any reason I decide to prioritize it, but it won't be out for some time. But yeah, no, I still find 170 to be, I think it was one of the first KWCs where I actually felt legitimate, like, felt happy with, until I realized how much I sucked in grammar, but it was still something I was really happy with at the time. Of course, as I said in the past, I'm really like matches that predate 275 though definitely have, like, you know, a lot of the grammar issues, which I think has been mostly resolved nowadays. So, oh yes, Ganyu has spoken, and he also says, alright, I've decided on match 170 for making such an impact on me when I first read it, due to it being very violent and gruesome, which unsettles me a bit. Which is, yeah, no, that was a brutal match, and I love the brutality of 170. Anyway, Alex, which one do you think is best match?
Ooh, definitely 170. I really like the feel of it. I think it was very well done. Plus, I think the general memory of when it came out kind of helps because, again, there's that nice bait and switch of it, making everyone think it's Showa Godzilla, and then when you read on it, it's actually Showa Mechagodzilla.
No, I think so far
perfect
this puts,
recreation of the
ironically,
original movie
I think
in that
this
regard. So yeah, 170.
Anyway, but yeah, afraid. So, yeah, no, I think so far it's 170 for both best banner and for best match. Now, how about putting these things in the teams, huh? Who's? Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly.
Need to debate
And
this.
even
It's
that
just
one
one
that has
three
Yeah,
rounds.
it's literally obvious.
What? There are at least monsters.
Because here's the
capable
thing:
of fighting
one team
other
has
larger
Showa
monsters.
Mechagodzilla, the other
Varan
two
dies
don't.
to bombs. Godzillasaurus is a protoform. So is Junior. And then Zilla is, even though this would be Zilla Junior, he would be the best fighting chance. But even he couldn't. It's Showa Mechagodzilla. Like, even if he could take down, say, a Bemular or Goliath, Showa Mechagodzilla's gonna wreck his shit. So it's like.
It's Showa Mechagodzilla.
Yes! Yeah, he just sheds the disguise and it's like, here we go!
Dude, Bemular and Goliath could be against Mechagodzilla, and it could be all of them on a team against
Pretty
Mechagodzilla,
much,
and
yeah.
he would
Like,
still win.
those two are just sunbathing in the back while Mechagodzilla's just blowing the other four to bits.
Bemular and Goliath just watch
I don't
Mechagodzilla
even
as
think
he
we
just
really need
creates
to.
does
Yeah,
fireworks.
no,
for
this
him.
one's the case where I was like, I don't even think we need to cycle through aside from formality. I think we can all pretty much, unless someone has something to say otherwise, I think we can all agree that 170 wins the Battlefront. Alright. Do you have a case, Bacon?
Well,
Okay,
I
there
think
we
Bacon
go.
will make a case for Godzilla Jr. because he's Godzilla Jr.
Shut the
They
fuck
did.
up.
Anyway.
No, Mechagodzilla literally obliterates every one of them Fortnite dances on
You know
their
what?
corpses.
That actually was kind of fun. So, yeah, no, that felt nice to get back to after so long. I don't know. And also, just taking
Motherfucker's
hell.
dead.
I don't know. I felt like we go at a slightly quicker pace when I'm doing it, but because it's like, oh, yeah, because like I think we all kind of universally agree on a lot of things. So it's like, yeah. Oh, anyway. Nah.
Well, then Grayshot,
Well-
then Grayshot's gonna come in here. We'll tell him what's going on. He'll say,
Anyway.
well, I think
But yeah,
Zilla
no, I
wins.
think this puts
You
us at
would
a
say
nice
that.
like roughly 2-hour mark. And with that said, we will see you guys next time for the next KWCC and possibly next KWC Battle. And see you guys later.
Oh no.
Oh no.